These feelings give me anger. Your power, your stature, your love I need to capture. When you come, you hold me. I lose my sense of lonely. But when you part from me, I can't help but worry if you leave.
One night, I woke up to the sound of screams. The house was shaking and my mother was pulling me out of my bed. I was crying and couldn't move. My mother took me in her arms and took me to the basement. We sat there in silence and the world above shook and the walls rattled. There was a loud knock at the door. I remember waving goodbye to the last time to my home. As I watched it disappear from view, without knowing what the future will have for us, I wondered where our new home will be.
What do you mean? My father replied. You always talk about how you miss the city. But not now, father. This is my home now. I was in love. I couldn't leave. Instead, I left the house and walked straight to Mary's front door and proposed. She said yes, and for the third and final time in my life, I felt that feeling of the earth giving way beneath me. But this time it was beautiful. Anyway, we lived a full and happy life for years. It was blessed. To Mary's front door and proposed. She said yes, and for the third and final time in my life, I felt that feeling of the earth giving way beneath me. But this time it was beautiful. Anyway, we lived a full and happy life for years. It was blessed. Until one winter, when she caught a chill, it kept her in bed for a week. I thought it was nothing, that it would just pass. But it got worse and worse, and she started coughing hard. By the third week, she was bedridden and could barely move. Finally, she died in my arms in the early hours of the morning. The days that followed were heavy and silent. The house seemed lifeless, full of abandoned dreams and her belongings. With time, it got easier. I put away her things, and the house became something new, but never something happy or full. Until the day that I met hope and joy.
I'm so grateful, but I can't make a noise. I'm so exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. I feel myself being lifted into the air. Am I flying? When I open my eyes, Hope is beside me. He is sleeping. His wings curled around me. We are in a nest made of fresh grass. I peer out over the edge and see the puddle still is red with my blood. We are on the roof of the house. Hope wakes and tells me the man made us a nest and carried me there. For the rest of the season, the man comes every day. He brings us food and checks on my wing, which is healing slowly. He is restless, and I can see the lake is calling him. I tell him to go. He says no. I tell him again and again until he listens. In the morning, we see the flock fly over, and Hope walks to the edge of the roof and spread his wings. He gives me a look as if I'm sorry, but I smile and tells him to fly. Season pass until one morning when Hope returns. We have children who grow up fast. Soon they will join their father on his summer flight. He moves between two homes, the lake where he belongs and the other where Joy is waiting.
It was a rainy day in July and she was oozing her bright and golden soul. I can never fail to recognize her face. The endless layers, dear marigold, you show with so much grace, so bright, so yellow it turns to a yolk of surprise. I never stopped when she would smile so carelessly. A smile for me was futile. But it wasn't until that rainy Sunday in July when I looked outside and I peered into her golden heart. I felt so privileged to witness such tender resilience. I began to go for long walks just to notice her defiance, and she would stand out so sharp against the mundane green and grey. She was unapologetic in every single way. I am learning to accept and embody the cycle of joy and pain. I forget the moment she came, and I cherish the day she came. She taught me that transient joy is not always here to stay, but that's why it feels so sweet. This cycle of joy and pain, the in-betweens, the way we notice, the way we sleep or wake up, never again the same. You healed a heart and then disappeared. Perhaps there is wisdom in that, and perhaps I do not need to understand the journey of heartbreak.
Whip in hand, blood on the sound. Wailing sound of O Mama, Befu, our mothers. Welcome to the Republic of Poverty, of morally impoverished so-called leaders of men.
Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. Second floor, bed number 2, 1 meter from the 8-pane window bulging over the busy bus terminus, bustling beneath. A maiden's pain and cries became me in 1982. Oh, he's so cute. Looks like his great-great-great-grandfather. Lady Rodwell Maternity Ward. A place peppered with all manner of people. Buxom nurses, beer-shorn doctors dithering, Cubans, Caucasians, cautioning, sometimes condescending. What's for tea, love? With proper Yorkshire tea in hand. Started the Quaker from 2 doors down.
Mistakenly explained.
I wonder, as many do, what about place makes it home?
Skies that were blue turned to red and gray, sent me back to the world to stay. Day after day baking in clay, day after day baking in clay, day after day after day after day after day. Day after day baking in clay, day after day baking in clay, day after day after day after day after day. Take my soul, take my soul, take my soul, take it quickly. Take my soul, take my soul, take my soul, and rub it up, pretty, rub it up, 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 rub it up. Oh, take my soul, take my soul, take my soul, take it quickly. Take my soul, take my soul, take my soul, and rub it up, pretty, rub it up, 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 rub it up. Oh, take, 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 take. Oh, take, 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 and rub it up, 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 take. At least occasionally I get a song out of it. Maybe one day I'll make some money. You can find home wherever you go. Just start with your heart and then you'll know. Just take it slow. Home, 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 home. Home, 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 home.
We sang a Raqib and we left resilient. We made a circle and danced the dove dance. Can you remember one year when I came home after living away for a while on my own? Missing my family, my home, I couldn't wait to see my angel mother again. Shot by a stranger who waited near the bus, telling me to be quiet because everyone was dead. Men, women, children, animals, trees, all turned yellow and fallen like autumn leaves. Adults were walking and children were at schools. Out of nowhere, planes shrieked and zoomed. They dropped mustard bombs. The whole town was poisoned and my heaven was doomed. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, neighbors, and even passengers. Houses, schools, mosques, shops, birds, flowers, trees, and gardens, they all faded. April, my best friend, take my hand again. Lift my soul up high, lend me your wide wings. Free me from my fears, hold me close to bear. Wipe my tears and comb my tangled hair. I want to get rid of my black clothes and wear my shiny dress. All will be okay, I don't want to despair. Same as every year, I learn from you to rise, to smell the flowers and listen to the birds. In my heart are yesterday's, today's, and tomorrow's pains, all engraved into my soul. I swear by your beauty, I swear by your presence, I have no regrets knowing you, then or now. I will always love you, will always thank you for being with me and for being by my side. As you remain evergreen and cheerful, promising to the desperate to find your delight. Is this a crazy survival or even a game? Am I living inside a muddle maze and can't see the end? A Holocaust life my life story has been. Still if God wills, I wish and intend to make it bright. April, king of my season, my love, my friend, my joy, and my blue sapphire. You are my blossom, my destined desire, my strength, my perfumed narcissus.